Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto fans. How are we doing out there? Appreciate you stopping by as we run down the Bitcoin progress and potential recoiling for the 100K. And also we're going to look at some Ethereum hitting the all-time high and ENJ hitting the all-time high. As you can see, Bitcoin has went red to green as we bounce around this 60K. And most of the other coins here are waking up. So let's switch over to the charts. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's have a look. Take a look here at BTC USD. I have support marked here for you on this previous candle, the 59,471.99. As we're bouncing around, trying to hold that very difficult to do 60,000K. 60,000K. 60K or 60,000 USD. Resistance up there at the 60,851.41, and of course I have up the very top there the all-time high we just managed to achieve at the 61,766.27 all-time high for Bitcoin. Very healthy pullback here as we're going to probably come down and retest this support level, and we have the 12-day underneath us, the 26. And looking for those to come up, provide additional support as we march our way up to the 100,000 mark, as some folks are speculating. All right, moving on, let's have a look at DOT, Polkadot. DOT did get below the 50 retracement here, so now we're trying to grab that support here on the 4-hour time frame of the 26-day moving average right there. And if that does not hold up, we still have support down here to 36.51 and resistance up at 37.68. Let's move on to BNB, Binance Coin. Binance Coin heading down to our buy target. Excuse me. We have the 12 and the 26 inversion here on the moving averages. So little sign of weakness for Binance Coin as we make our way down to retest this support level at the 264.64. Found resistance on the 26-day moving average at the 276.68. That's why we have them on our screen. They do provide support and resistance depending on the orientation, right? So volume's kind of light, RSI dead center for BNB USD. Let's have a look of IOTA, Internet of Things. IOTA has been kind of a sideways runner. We did not get it. We got all the way up to the 50 retracement, rejected. And we have support at the 1.3313 and resistance 1.372. So need some volume in there and the bulls to step in to get IOTA back on track. And of course, everything is following the Bitcoin. So watch BTC as we move around here. Let's go on to ADA Cardano. Where are you at there, Cardano? Just above. There we are. Cardano did the same thing, just very similar pattern, just kind of marching its way back down to retest support. Found support at the 1.06. Still trying to hold that, and resistance at the 1.10. Some indecision in this area here. So we may need to come down a little bit further, perhaps get into this buy target for the ride back up. Volume's drying up and RSI is heading into the oversold. So watch that. If it gets below that 30 there, those things would all come together for us for Cardano. Having a look at LINK, Link. There we go, Link. Right there you are. We got through the 50 retracement, so retesting that failed as we moved below the 12-day moving average. Found support off this previous candle over here that I have indicated. So support at 28.755 if you're tracking that, and then resistance 29.51, but you're going to have resistance on the climb back up for the 12-day and the 26-day moving average. And watching for that 100-day to catch up with us here and provide some support. Let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum's having a good run here. If we could find that for you. Gas prices for Ethereum has gone down, so the NFTs are putting a big, massive load on that blockchain. Let me get the gas prices are down to the Gwei, down to 117, $4.61 US. So if you're wanting to enter the NFT market, now would be a good time as the gas prices are lower than yesterday significantly. So let's have a look. Marching Ethereum down, the bears got a hold of it, and looks like we may come down to retest this 12-day moving average. But meanwhile, we have support at 1860.84, resistance at 1890.03, and then we're going to look to try to get up there and re-challenge this 1945 high of the week, and then the 20,041 USD is the all-time high. Starting to come into our sights here for Ethereum. Lighter than average volume. RSI is coming down, the momentum indicator. So we may need to come down and retest this 12-day, see how we deal with that for the bounce for continuation to the upside. Let's see who we have up next. We have XLM, Stellar. Stellar dipping into the buy zone here, but you may have some more opportunity. Just to be patient with Stellar. We got to come down. We had some indecision on the ride up. Tried to buy back, we tried to buy our way back up through there, hit that 26-day, met resistance. Now we have this 12-day, so we are fully inverted here, the 2600-day moving averages. So we may have some more pain to come before the bounce. Watching the volumes below average, and RSI is trending down. So we're going to have support at the 0.3876, resistance at 0.3961 for Stellar. Let's have a look at NU. There we are. NU trying to find support. We got 1, 2. This is the third retest of that support level at the 0.59991. Hopefully we'll get a pass on this third attempt for a bounce. We have volume is kind of drying up just a tad, but indication of volumes coming in now. So watch that. And then we are in the buy target for the upside. And we have the 0.62408 on the climb back up, but we are, of course, inverted 12/2600 day. So those are going to be resistance levels as you continue to march up. Let's have a look at NMR. NMR. So basically what we're doing, we have, if you're new to the channel, we track these 25 here, which are mostly all the large cap cryptocurrencies, and as some of the other ones emerge, I'll add them in. But I'm trying to keep this very quick for you. Hard to track every one of them. There's 1,800 crypto coins or so in the crypto sphere. Looking at NMR, support is holding at the 42.598, resistance up here at the 44.46. We do have the 12 and 26 underneath us at the moment. trying to rocket ship our way off this 0.50 retracement. If you got in the trade, we did hit down into the buy zone here. So you're currently watching for continuation. We'll need a higher low, and then off we go. And then just watch those stop levels. Let's move on to LTC, Litecoin. Litecoin's kind of been of a laggard. You see here, we did make all the way up through our buy target here, cautionary zone, and then made that higher low, and off we went into the sales target. So if you're sitting here with fresh powder, what you want to do is you want to watch as we come back to retrace this 0.50. We did get support off of that and a bounce. Trying to climb back above this 26-day moving average. The 12-day moving average indicated by this red line. So we do have the proper orientation, the 12, the 26, and 100-day all stacked the way we like it for continuation to the upside. RSI is starting to calm down a little bit, but the only thing we have against us is the volumes drying up, as folks have better things to do with their Sundays, I suppose, is staring at the charts and buying LTC USD. Still looking good though. Resistance at 221.55, support at the 216.79. We got a tight range here, but we need to get above that 12-day. So the bulls are going to have to step in to give us some ammunition to get through that resistance right there. Moving on to comp, COMP, a USD. There you are. Comp, we got up above the 50 and couldn't get above all these. We did have the 100-day moving average up here, which is very significant. So that's going to be some level of difficulty to climb back through. And you did get the 100-day and 26-day cross, which sent us down to retest some prior support levels. So we did come down. We retested that 436.37, so that'll be your support to look for the hold, and resistance at the 447.870 for COMP USD. You may see an opportunity if you didn't get in the buy target here. Indication that we may have a second shot at it. Moving on to BAT, Basic Attention Coin. Home of the Brave browser, not sponsored by Brave browser. Echo. There we go. We are getting support off the 26-day. You see it barely underneath there. That blue line did cross over the 12-day moving average. So that usually gives us a little bit of indication that we're going to go down and retest some prior support. Meanwhile, 0.787 support still hanging in there, and resistance at the 0.817. Volume starting to come up a little bit on BAT. USD. Let's keep going. GRT. We got into the buy zone. Got up there, failed miserably to get through the 50. Poked up there a little bit, came back down, said, hey, we're going to regroup and give it another go. So we are inverted with the 26, the 100, and the 12. So the 12-day at the moment is giving us resistance for the climb back up. So look for some volume, and if we do get into the oversold here on the 4-hour time frame, for a bounce. So watch for that support level to hold at 1.708, resistance 1.822, and then the climb back up is we're going to have to challenge that $2 psychological number. How we doing out there, folks? You see some folks out there meandering about. Say hello in the chat if you want. If you're shy, then that's okay. Just hit the like button. That's all you got to do. Or hit the don't like button. Either one. Move that mouse around. challenge it, click it. Let's have a look at VeChain, another one of those Internet of Things. VeChain, VET, USD. Got into the sales target, so if you managed to get out there, congratulations. Very strong run up. If you're in this trade, you're probably a little nervous here as we did dip below the 50, but got back up in there to exit the trade. So now we're watching as we use this yellow bar here, this yellow rectangle is it's on either side of the 50 retracements, both on the retracing down and the retracing up, so these are inverted. We have fell below the 12, and 26-day moving average. So may need to come down and retest support here at the 0.064 and a 0.068 resistance. Support, again, 0.0645, I should say, and resistance at 0.0685. A lot of decimals, so got to get them all in there. Let's have a look at ZIL. ZIL, one shot at the sales target, got you a second opportunity. And coming back down, we are getting support off this 26-day moving average with the 12-day above us. So we're banging in between those two moving averages till we can get some resolution for continuation. So right now we have support at the 0.1620, resistance at 0.1776. That's all USD. I know that annoys the shit out of some of these crypto folks. They're talking about Satoshis and all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to keep it all nice and neat and easy to compare apples to apples here in USD, because if you're trading here in the United States, you're limited to, there are limitations to where you can trade unless you choose other means, VPNs and such. That's the reasoning behind that. Let's have a look at Doge. Got some love from Mr. Musk yesterday on Twitter. So ran us up, and we're still trying to get above that 0.064, giving us a lot of grief many times before. But right now we're sitting at support on the 0.059712335 and resistance at the 0.06209311 to be precise. So you're going to bang away in here as you go all the way up, and you see these retracements back down, trying to find a base right at the 0.38, and did touch down into the right on the 50 dead center for Doge. Have a look at some of the Defi tokens. Let's look at UNI. You ain't got no alibi. You're uni. There's your cheer for the day. Stick that in your head. So previously lost this support here. We're going to come down. We're sitting right on this 26-day moving average. Finding support 31.4733. And to climb back up, we're going to have to adjust this just a little bit. There we go. We're going to have to get through this 12-day moving average. And also you're going to encounter the previous resistance at 32.570 for UNI. Having a look at AAVE, USD. Coming down into the buy zone. Didn't make it up, failed attempt on the climb up last time. So if you bought in here, as you can see, most folks have panic sold on the way back down. So do look for, we got support for you at the 377.059. If you did buy in this region here, you would want to, this is your, I'll give you a second level here at the 375.07 should be your, just below there should be your stop loss should we have to come down further to test this support. Just below there. And then this would be your oh shit moment down here to make sure that you are out of there. Not financial advice whatsoever. As you see in the chat, never take advice from anybody on YouTube, Twitter, or any kind of social media, or some phone number somebody threw in the chat box or comment section. It's called DIRE. Do your own research. And that's what I'm doing here. We're helping you learn how to chart so you can make more informed decisions with your investments, especially here in the crypto world. And if you care, you can also use this same technique to trade stocks and all those kind of things as well. So let's move on to MKR USD. MKR trying to go red to green. Reset that support level for you. Found support right at the, let's go to the 1 hour. See where that came from. You've got a good solid base down here at the 21.70. Gonna have some resistance on the way up. Where are we at the moment? Yeah, we're down there in 212. So first level of resistance, 2150 even, psychological number on the climb back through for MKR USD. Let's have a look at some NFTs, some non-fungible tokens. One of the ones that we've been tracking lately is Audio, AUDIO USD. There you are, Audio. Audio trying to come back down to retest this 50, so we've got that set at 1.2966. Resistance is going to be the 1.51. So we did get, you see the previous trade, buy zone, cautionary zone, passed, made it up. And that's why we use this Fibonacci here. Is very rarely will you blow through this. You can see the previous ones here, barely got through there, etc. So very good, safe time to exit if you're day trading, or not day trading, I should say. Most of these are going to be swing trades. We're not dialed in deep enough to do a day trade with these things. So most of these you're going to have some confidence and patience. Moving on to THETA. THETA's in the green, up 9%. All the way up into the sales target, came back down, regrouped, looking for some continuation, getting support now off the 12-day moving average. Found support off the 26. That's what we needed to make our way up here. So right now you've got support sitting at 7.125, resistance at the 7.77. And if you get through there, then you got this double top with these two wicks right at the, what's going to be somewhere in the near the $8 psychological range, trying to get through there. So look for this volume to come in. RSI is still in good shape, not quite overbought. So you got some room to grow for THETA USD. Looking at the little engine that could, ENJ. ENJ leading the way today, up 12.5%, banging away in this support and resistance zone, trying to get through a new all-time high. So as we've told many times over, how do you do away with those FOMO demons, fear of missing out? You see these things going up. Everything's easy to trade when they're going up and up and up and up and up. But at times, even in the crypto world, they're going to come down. So how do you do this? So this is not financial advice, of course, but one way to get rid of those FOMO demons is to scale in very small, ideally during the pullbacks. So we just zoomed into the 1 hour time frame. You don't want to buy someone's profit way up here. This is the very top. If we go all the way out to the daily, it'll look a little ugly, but just imagine if you buy it up here at the $2 and it goes back to 67 cents. Yeah, that's what it feels like. That happens. So ideally what you do, if you choose to do so, is to scale in small and just buy the dips. So watch it for it to hit down here when it got on support. That would be a good level to buy because you know it should bounce off that support and continue. Or previous support levels if you're very patient, or even on this 50 retracement that we chart for you here. We go to the 4 hour. Enough of that lecture. Support 2.19 and resistance 2.388 for engine. Let's have a look over. We'll have one last glance. If you're still out there, say hi. If you want me to chart any other coin that you're particularly interested in. Bitcoin dominance is up to, where's my new number? 62.76%. So we will watch that as we know that folks, when they sell the altcoins, they usually put that in Bitcoin, and then when they buy the altcoins, it takes away from the Bitcoin. So right now we're at a 72.76%. Market cap 1.12 trillion, 1,125 billion to be exact for the Bitcoin. Total market cap 1,855 billion. So folks, that's about it for me for today. I'm going to try to put together that NFT video. So trying to get a hold of that for you. I'll put that out there as soon as I can get that finished. Just a side note here for ENJ, heavy volume. So things are looking good for ENJ USD. Alrighty. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday, and we will speak to you tomorrow morning at 6:45 a.m. We did have a time change here in the United States to scare America, and so got to get up earlier, make that adjustment. Now we are UTC -5. If you're not here in the States, you could do your calculation. So UTC -5 now for us folks. Have a great day. Thank you.